Hello, everyone, and welcome or welcome back if you've been here before. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Koreena. We have so much happening in today's video. We are cleaning up the kitchen, dining room, the living room was really bad this week. We're going to be wiping down the fridge and all of that fun stuff. And I will show you a really cool hack that you can do to get like dried on pancake mix off of your counters with ease. So that will be really fun. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So here in a second, I'm going to show you the really fun hack that I use. I just take a spoon and I scrape the dried on pancake mix and I'll grab my little hand vac. You can use a regular vacuum that comes apart to be a hand vac if you have one and just vacuum it up and then disinfect your counters afterwards. I do clean these vacuum parts anyway most of the time, but definitely always disinfect after the fact. But this little hand vac in particular, I use for like the cabinets, inside of Tupperware, counter, that kind of stuff. So, I constantly am cleaning the little attachment piece so that I'm not spreading too many germs everywhere, but I still wipe everything down anyway. Like I am here, what I'm using to wipe down the counters actually is called JAWS Kitchen Degreaser. JAWS stands for Just Add Water System. If you're new here, I pretty much use them every single day. And if you've been here before, you've already heard me talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it again. Yeah, JAWS stands for Just Add Water System. I absolutely love JAWS, not only for their refillable bottles, so you're like saving plastic, and you just use little pods to pop in. So That's awesome, but they're also cheaper than like a traditional cleaner that you go buy from the grocery store. Like their little pods are so affordable. It's great. Um, Also, they're non-toxic and the pods themselves are child safe. So that's a big plus if you have little ones, you don't have to worry about, somebody drinking the little pods or something, you never know. But yeah, absolutely love them and they work really well. That's like the biggest thing for me. Um is that I didn't wanna use chemicals around the house all of the time. So, I wanted to find a non-toxic solution, and there is plenty of non-toxic products out there, but they don't work. They just don't, but not here, not with Jaws. They actually perform so, so well. I have been a customer of theirs for almost 2.5 years now, going on 3, so highly, highly recommend. So I wanted to take a second here to thank all of my current subscribers and anybody who subscribes to my channel anytime after this. I just want to say thank you so, so much. I actually reached my goal of 1,000 subscribers. That's really awesome. So I am just waiting to get to like a certain watch hours and then I can finally get monetized on my channel, which is amazing. I think I'm only like 2,000 watch hours away. So that is really, really great. I feel like it would be like an actual goal that I can accomplish by the end of this year. Hopefully, that would be really, really cool. So yeah, thank you guys so, so much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart and I love y'all. Thank you so, so much.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
So I just want to say I'm sorry if you hear my son in the background. He's eating dinner in the living room right now with like his iPad and his headphones on. So I'm sorry if you hear him in the background like screaming. This is like the best time for me to do work. So, my bad if you hear him a little bit. But who else here absolutely hates folding laundry? Like, I don't mind washing it, drying it, and then like I'll put it away, but I don't like the folding part. Like I don't mind the hanging and like the putting the stuff away. It's just the folding. It's not my thing. I hate it. Obviously, like I am the person who does the laundry in my house. Like I do everyone's wash here. So, I have had to I have to learn how to tolerate it because it's something that I have to do constantly. So, Also, this is your reminder if you have any house plants, go water them. Go water them. If you're anything like me, you forget to water them or you overwater them. So, make sure you water your plants or make sure they're not drowning. Go check. So right here, the hand vac that I'm using is actually my Dyson V11 outsize vac. It does come apart to become a hand vac, and I absolutely love this vacuum. I've had it for quite some time now, so I would highly recommend it. It was very expensive when I first purchased it because it was like brand new on the market. I don't know how much it costs now, but I'm assuming that it is much cheaper than it is when I bought it because I know that Dyson comes out with new vacuums and new models all of the time. So I will have that linked down in the description below in case, you're interested in a Dyson hand vac. That one's my favorite, mainly because the vacuum head itself is like really big. I have a Dyson V7 or V8 and it is so tiny and the house is really big. So like a small little Dyson vacuum head like that, it would take me twice as long. And also the dustbin on the V11 outsize vacuum is like 2 times larger than the regular like V7 or V8 model. So, yeah, that's the main reasons why I purchased it in the first place because it was like twice as big as like the other Dysons. I'm not sure what Dyson has going on right now as far as vacuums. I should probably look into it so that I can give you guys like, accurate recommendations on vacuums and such, but I do speak majority of the time from like personal experience when I'm recommending you something. Like if I love it and I continue to use it, because most of the time I've spent my own money on a lot of these like cleaning tools and like vacuums and robots. I have purchased them with my own money, so like I give straight up honest feedback. Because nobody's paying me to say anything. I wish they would. Even then, I would still give my honest opinion because I have actually turned down like a couple of companies because they wanted me to say like a scripted thing, like where I couldn't even like give my honest opinion on the product, like at all. So, I have just like, you know, parted from that. So, yes, that's just me telling you, like, you will always get my honest opinion on all products all the time. I'm also so tired of doing dishes, but I am really happy because both the fridge and the dishwasher here in the kitchen are brand new. Um, if you've been following me since the very beginning, you remember I had like a sub-zero fridge here that never worked since we moved into the house. So we had another fridge over by the bar, and that was our main fridge. So we didn't have a fridge in the kitchen for almost a year and a half, almost 2 years actually, which was really annoying because we would have to walk all the way over to the other side of the house to get what we needed out of the fridge and bring it back to the kitchen. And the dishwasher here in the kitchen, it worked, but like barely, you know? Absolutely pouring right now, so it's like the perfect time to clean. I don't know why, but I feel like whenever it's like pouring rain, I just want to clean the house, light a really nice candle, and then like sit down with a cup of tea. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting older. So here what I'm using to wipe down like the stainless steel is that Method stainless steel cleaner. I absolutely love this stuff so much. It smells so good and it works so well. Cannot recommend enough. I'll link it down below. But the key here is to use microfiber towels, like microfiber cloths. If you've never heard of those before, they're amazing and you should get them. You can pretty much get them anywhere online, but Amazon is a really great place. That's where I got mine. Or they even sell them at like Home Depot or the grocery store, Target, pretty much everywhere at this point. Um, Definitely use those over like a paper towel or like a regular like washcloth type material because it will leave fuzzies and that's something that you don't want. So that's the purpose of the microfiber towel. They kind of like collect the dirt, collect the dust, like the fibers kind of like are like a magnet for that kind of stuff. So definitely a better option, especially if you don't like little fuzzies everywhere. Because I know I don't, especially if I take the time out of my day to wipe down my fridge. I don't want to have to redo it because there's paper towel fuzz on the whole thing. uh, so you hear what I'm using to clean the floors. This is a Bissell cordless crosswave. I love this thing. I have the original corded crosswave. That one is it's I mean, it's a corded machine, so they're always going to be more powerful, but considering that this one is cordless. It is very powerful for it being a cordless wet dry vac. Now, another main reason why I love this thing so much is that it actually, because I have a big dog, like if you've ever heard of like the Beethoven dog, he slobbers like him. So, and like when the slobber doesn't get cleaned up right away off the floor, it kind of dries and hardens. It's really hard to get off the floor. So this machine in particular is like one of the only ones that can get the dried on drool off the floor like with one pass, so that's, like, a huge plus for me. Also, it cleans itself. You put it back on the base station and press the button, and it'll clean itself, and all you have to do is empty the dirty water tank, so that's, like, a major plus for me, um, because with the original one, like, you had to take it apart, wash it, put it all back together. It was kind of like a daunting task, after a while, so this being a self-cleaning one was a really good move on Bissell's part. Love it, love it, love it. I also heard that a lot of people love the Tinco um, wet dry vac. I can't speak on it. So I don't know what happened in this living room, but I left my boyfriend and my son together, and the living room was like covered in toys. So they must have had a great time, but it was definitely a lot to clean up. There was dried up Play-Doh everywhere. Everything was kind of covered in crumbs. Um, if you're new here, my son is autistic, so that's why this whole place kind of looks like a preschool. Like, my whole, like, living room looks like a preschool pretty much, so we kinda try to keep as much sensory stuff and, like, pretend play, like, open and available, because we do a lot of work with him here at home, as well as, like, he's in ABA 5 days a week and then speech and OT. So, it's, like, a whole bunch of stuff going on, and we just like to mimic what they do there at home. So it was, you know, and I like to keep the sensory things available, like the bubble tube. He really loves that. Trampoline, slide in here. So when he's got all of that pent up energy, he kind of like, goes on that and goes crazy. So yeah. Also, he's got a pretty restricted like food diet. So one of the only ways that we really get him to be able to eat, like, a lot of food is letting him walk around with it and eating it. And I know that's like a huge no-no in a lot of people's houses, and I get it. But when you have a child who has a food very restricted diet and it's hard to get them to eat, you kind of will do anything to get them to eat. And one of those things is letting him walk around and eat everywhere and anywhere that he wants, pretty much. So for me, that means that I have crumbs everywhere, all over my house, constantly. So that's why I vacuum as much as I possibly can. Because, yeah, between the dog and Remy, there's dog hair and crumbs just about on everything, everywhere, all the time. So this is a little thing that I put underneath Remy's car seat in my truck. I'm sure if you have any little ones, you know what this thing is. It's kind of to help protect your actual seat. And so this thing was really, like really gross. So I had to pull it out and scrub it. I thought vacuuming it would just solve the problem. No, I had to grab the Scrub Daddy sponge and some soap and some rags and really give it a good scrubbing. I could have thrown it in the bathtub, but I really needed to put it back in my truck like right away. So this was the fastest, easiest way to clean it, and it came out pretty good, I will say. So yeah. If you have like these little things, I normally would just throw it in the bathtub and like scrub it down. But if you are on a time crunch, you can just do this. It kind of like gave me the same results anyway, so it's not like, one way is better than the other, yeah. But we are nearing the end of this video here, so if you made it this far in my video, thank y'all so much. I love you. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.